outlaws, mercenaries, hitmen, irredeemable criminals. Every one of them.
Dad! People are dead! I went to all the trouble of graduating college and got a job with a big corporation. Where am I now? This isn't fair!
Unaffiliated and non-resistant means nothing to me. Bloodbaths are what we do best, is that right? We see ya. Betas.
While I personally enjoy series with well-written narratives and good character interactions and development, there are some days that you just want to watch something with balls-to-the-walls action. However, when that said action combines with a memorable set of characters, it makes the show that much better. And today's series does just that. What's up guys, it's Kent from Spartan Media Reviews, here to review the anime Black Lagoon. Does this gunslinging behemoth provide enough for me to recommend it? Let's find out. The story of Black Lagoon follows a white-collar worker named Rokuro Okajima. Okajima has a normal day job like plenty of others, but his company takes advantage of this by making him do mundane tasks. One day his boss gives him a task to deliver a package, when suddenly the company known as the Lagoon Company kidnaps Rokuro. After finding out that his boss did this on purpose, he joins the Lagoon Company under the name Rock, and goes along doing certain jobs with the company. Black Lagoon consists of Rock, the leader Dutch, the nerd tech guy named Benny, and the most awesome female character in all of anime named Revi. The first barrage is more episodic, with Lagoon Company going to do different jobs, while the second barrage takes a different approach and focuses on a conflict between multiple organizations. The story of Black Lagoon is very simple. We move from point A to point B with plenty of action in between. However, the symbolism and themes during some episodes, especially surrounding the second season and the Vampire Twins arc, really made you think about other events as well. In reality, the story of Black Lagoon is pretty much balls to the wall action that sometimes expands into different areas, but I really loved every second I was watching it. I personally like the first arc compared to the second, but both create an enjoyable atmosphere for a mature audience. Each arc has a certain tone to it which in the end complement each other to create a well-rounded product. The first season captures your attention with explosions, expletives, and overall excitement, while the second arc showcases a dark message surrounding concepts of action. The transition between the two arcs would have been jarring for me, however it worked well thanks to the Vampire Twins arc in between the first and second barrage. The Vampire Twins arc combines the strengths of what both arcs are good at, while maintaining a more saddening tone to transition easily into the second barrage. It's a well-executed set of episodes which help make the story flow very easily. While I do wish the second arc moved at a quicker pace much like the first season, it still does its job in telling a cohesive story for someone who wants just action or something more. For an action series, Black Lagoon's story makes sure that excitement factor stays there. The characters of Black Lagoon are very memorable. Character development is prevalent throughout the show, and each character is able to conform to the situations they are in. In the beginning of the series, our characters were somewhat bland, but as the story progressed, we really were able to get an idea on who our characters actually were. More than anything else, Rock's whole persona changes by the end of the series. In the beginning, he isn't even able to defend himself when everything is going batshit crazy, but by the end of the series, he's hitting people over the head with a bowling pin, yelling "F you," and just looking like a badass in general. Revi is probably one of my favorite female characters in the anime medium. On the outside, her character is a gunslinging monster that curses every other word, but she is entirely different on the inside. We could see that her childhood was never the greatest, growing up on the streets most of her life, but the Lagoon Company was a place where she could finally belong. This helped her with her development to become very detailed in various ways. Supporting characters as a whole had their good and bad moments. Characters like Bella Laika were well fleshed out in terms of characterization, while characters like Dutch and Benny only saw positives in their action sequences. That's not to say they are bad characters, but I do wish we knew a little more about them by the end of the show. The animation of Black Lagoon, produced by Studio Madhouse, is, to put it in Black Lagoon's terms, awesome. With a show that has so much action and gunfights, you need to have great animation throughout the entire show, and that's exactly what they did. The animation never really died down at all, and I was thoroughly impressed with it. Character designs could have been more detailed, but the overall style and feel of the show felt great. When it comes to the opening and ending animations, I was really fond of the opening animation. It has quick flashes of text which showcases who worked on the series, taking a different approach compared to the normal credited openings. It also embellishes the emotions that the entire series portrays. When it comes to the ending animation, it is rather simplistic, having the same animation go multiple times until the climactic conclusion. Overall, I really enjoyed the animation of this series, with the action scenes being my favorite aspect. The soundtrack for Black Lagoon was well produced, complementing the battles and other scenes very nicely. There was no particular track that blew me away besides the opening, but the overall score sounded nice. The opening for Black Lagoon got me hyped for every episode, and it was amazing. The ending, however, was somewhat disappointing. It seemed like more of a background track compared to an ending song, featuring only an instrumental and a very slow-paced one at that. The dub for Black Lagoon was fantastic, with each voice actor doing a great job. This is a series that you need to watch in English. Listening to each character curse more than a sailor was so much fun to listen to. The dub really adds to the character development and is probably one of the best dubs that I personally have listened to. One thing that I personally loved about the dub was that many voice actors from Zoid's New Century Zero were included into the show, including Brad Swale as Rock, Kelly Sheridan as Greenback Jane, and Samuel Vincent as Lot and the Wizard, and other supporting cast. Now, with everything that I have said, you can probably tell that I am recommending this series. Black Lagoon is a show that you need to watch. The story is chock full of action, and while theme exploration can be pretty minimal at times, it does show up with some good messages in certain episodes, while also developing its characters in the process, which can be difficult to do. The animation was beautiful, and the dub for this show was phenomenal as well. Overall, Black Lagoon is a series that you need to just sit back and enjoy without overthinking things. Spartan Media Reviews gives Black Lagoon a final score of 7 out of 10 and a good recommendation. If you are interested in watching Black Lagoon, you can check it out for free on Funimation's website, or you can purchase it on Amazon. Now, what are your thoughts on Black Lagoon? Comment below. If you enjoyed this review of Black Lagoon, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I would really appreciate that as well. Follow me on Twitter and Hummingbird to keep up to date with the current things that I am doing. And with all that said, I will catch you guys in my next review. Thank you for watching.